Hey guys, Pastor Steve here. I just wanted to make this little video for those of you who may not be familiar with this whole thing we're calling the Bridge Builders. This is really a name for what we were calling our expansion project, and so we wanted to kind of recap what it was because there may have been some people traveling during the Thanksgiving holidays or didn't catch all of the series. And just want to thank you guys first of all for being a part of Deep Creek Community Church. I hope you guys know how much we love each and every one of you. When we started the church over 14 years ago and we thought about reaching unchurched and unplugged people, I got to tell you, never in my wildest dreams did I think that God would bless us to reach so many people with His love and His gifting. And man, here's what I know. I am excited to see us continue to try to reach more and more people. And, I'm reminded by the verse I got in my computer screen here in Matthew chapter 28, which is, all authority, all power of absolute rule in heaven and earth has been given to me. And that's Jesus talking to us. And then He tells us, go therefore and make disciples of all the nations. And that includes Port Charlotte, Punta Gorda, of which we've tried to do. And I think God would say we're doing a pretty good job of that. But we shouldn't be satisfied because Luke 15 clearly tells us that there are people who are still lost, who are still missing. That should be the urgency of our heart. So when we read the next part of that, therefore go and make disciples of all the nations, it literally breaks out to mean this: help the people to learn of me, believe in me, and obey my words. To learn of me, learn about Jesus, then believe in Him, and then to obey Him. It's sort of that whole thing we talk about: give people a place to belong, help them understand what they believe, and their behaviors will follow. But there's another B that we're kind of sort of titling this project to reach people that way, and we're calling that Bridge Builders. You may have seen the little stuff that we have, the commitment cards out. One of the things that I've had a vision for as we started this church is that as we try to reach people who are unchurched, who are even unplugged, maybe emotionally scarred or have a bad taste of Christianity in their mouth, I've always thought of it this way: that we are building a bridge back to culture through the mistakes of the American church, through whatever bad experiences, negative press. We're building bridges to them, because what I do know is as we build those bridges, because they're not going to come to us, then people can walk across that bridge to see the true bridge to God, which is Jesus Christ. And we know Jesus Christ built a bridge to us. We're just extending that bridge and being that. I mean, everybody that calls Deep Creek Community Church home, we're inviting you to be a process of that. Melanie and Brenda, two of our pro team and are involved, bought me this cool bridge building shirt. So what is Bridge Builders? I want to give you a real quick rundown. First of all, on your cards, and also you'll be receiving an email where you can fill this form out online. The first thing is, we want people to give through prayer. If we're not doing this for Christ, if we're doing this for DC3, it's not a good thing. So we're asking you that can commit to pray daily, weekly, maybe monthly, but we want you to set a time that you pray specifically for DC3 and its expansion. Maybe you can serve, give through your time and your talent of giving as a volunteer. If you're already volunteering, maybe you want to do more. We're asking you to pray about, God, what can I give of my talent and time in the way of volunteering? And lastly, guys, is you can give of finances. I would love to say that we can do this without resources, but we can't. We need money and finances to hire new staff, to get a facility, potentially build out a facility if we're not in a school or something like that, so that, again, we can not say, hey, look at DC3 and its assets, but look at the fact that we are reaching people for Jesus Christ. So you can give. Consider what you can give on a monthly basis. Now, you may want to do it weekly. You may want to do it one time. All those options are available to you, but we're really asking you to think about, what can you do above and beyond your normal giving of tithes and offerings to the church to specifically give to this Bridge Builders initiative as we expand the love of God to our community? We believe people can do $50 a month. Maybe you can only do $10 a month. Maybe you do $100 a month. Maybe God's moving you to do something extraordinary and do $500 a month. I don't know. We want you to be a part of what God wants you to do to support what God's doing through Deep Creek Community Church. And in conclusion, guys, I just want to say, my little Star Trek thing's behind me there, and I did that on purpose because I had this little statement on my wall in my office a couple years ago, and it said, we want to be a church that boldly goes where no church has gone before. And, that's not about saying, look at us to see what we do just to be different. It's about saying, what can we do to reach people that no one else is reaching? To boldly go, man, where no church has gone before. When we are doing something that seems too big for us, that's when we're doing stuff that God is calling us to do. And man, that's exciting. So we're inviting you, man, get involved, respond to the BridgeBuilders commitment card online form. If you have any questions, call the office, email us. We'll be glad to do this. And we're going to keep you guys updated every month to let you know how things are going, maybe even more often as things start to happen. But thank you guys for being a part of DC3 and becoming an awesome bridge builder for Jesus Christ. Love you guys.